Morning. You like my hat? Can you see it? Only Donald Trump can make the ugliest hat known to man the most popular hat in the world. Anyways, I'm representing today. Alright, so release the Kraken, so says Sidney Powell. What's the Kraken all about? We talked a couple videos back about the connections between Dominion Software, Smartmatic, their ties to Venezuela, China, George Soros. So go back a couple videos and check that out. You can put the dots together. So now there's allegations that several Democrat and Republican leaders were getting monetary kickbacks to use these Dominion machines in their state. 28 states, right? So any other government contract that we all know where the politicians get kickbacks for approving such and such company to do such and such job. So now it's just voting machines. So those are pretty serious allegations. Sidney Powell hasn't let us down yet. You know, she said she had a lot of evidence in the Michael Flynn case. She ended up producing that evidence, and she was absolutely right. So all these Democrats running around saying that the Dominion thing is a non-starter, I encourage you to tell them to go back and look at what Elizabeth Warren and Amy Klobuchar were complaining about in 2018. They raised these same concerns with these voting machines. They knew that the Democrats were rigging elections, and they rigged them against them too. So where's Bernie with his opposition research against the establishment Democrats? They stole a nomination from Bernie twice. Now listen, I'm no Bernie fan, but you know, at least when he started out, he was raging against the machine. He's in the cabal now. If you notice, he used to talk about how bad the millionaires and billionaires were. Now he just says billionaires because he's a millionaire now. So he's sold out. But where's Bernie's opposition research from his campaign looking into all this stuff? Especially all the Biden connections, the Hunter laptop, and the corruption in Ukraine and China. Where's Bernie's team exposing all that stuff? So hopefully the Kraken is legit. I think it is. Hopefully it comes out. Hopefully it'll invalidate maybe these machines across the board. Wouldn't that be something? 28 states, all their votes are invalid. What a mess. So let's hope Trump, you know, that's the trick they got up their sleeve. And I think Trump's got a couple more, but he needs to start releasing them now, because we're getting real close to these votes being certified. They need to be certified on the 14th of December. Georgia, we talked about it before. It's a mess. The recount, they're not auditing them. Governor Kemp down there and the Secretary of State totally bought into the cabal. Rhinos to the core. So they're just throwing it, and you know, they know that they're on Trump's radar. So they need to get rid of them. So I thought Kemp was all right when he, he said the mask mandates were unconstitutional. I was kind of on that team, you know. But here we go. He's part of the cabal trying to steal the election, not doing a fair audit of the votes. There's supposed to be a big protest down there at the state capitol. I encourage you to go if you're nearby. Shoot, even if you're not nearby, go down to that state capitol. They're going to certify them by Thursday tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. So Obama comes out with his 800-page memoir. Like anybody gives a shit what Obama says. 800 pages worth. You know, I encourage you to go watch his interview. Of course, it was on Fox News. Tell me they haven't sold out. So they played a clip of Obama's interview where he's labeling Trump a tyrant and a dictator. You know, nobody seems to remember or hold Obama accountable for, locking up journalists, using the intelligence agencies against his political opponents, especially Trump. But how about when he was using the IRS? He weaponized the IRS to go after the Tea Party members, and just conservatives in general. That's totally illegal. Using these federal agencies to target your political opponents. It should not happen in this country. But it's Obama, so he gets away with it. Sidney Powell actually suggested yesterday that Obama's 2012 re-election bid might be in question because of this Dominion Smartmatic situation. Wouldn't that be something if they could go back and figure all that out? I wonder if they could invalidate all his executive orders. So Dr. Scott Atlas, who's a Trump appointee on the coronavirus task force now, he's one of the new doctors. Thank God Trump finally found somebody that was on his team. He tweeted out in response to Gretchen Whitmer, who of course has these new draconian coronavirus lockdown and mask and no Thanksgiving, no nothing, no fun, don't sing, don't talk, don't see your family. So of course she doubles down on all that. The ultimate pessimist. Oh, we're gonna have a dark winter. We're heading into the deadliest coronavirus outbreak. It's coming. So Dr. Scott Atlas replies, "It's time for the people to rise up." Those are his words, rise up. So of course everybody goes crazy. Oh, you can't say that, you can't say that. But he's absolutely right. If you just don't pay attention. I don't know how many people live in Michigan. Let's say it's 15 million, 20 million. If 3/4 of them, because you're not going to convince the extremist left who love wearing their face diaper and whatever the government says they're going to do. If all those people just said, screw it, we're not doing it, the government would be powerless. It's really up to the people to not do what these people are trying to do with this coronavirus stuff. But, they've convinced a good amount of people to trust, manipulated science and data over their own instincts. If you feel something is incorrect, if you feel something isn't right, if you feel you're being preached to by an authoritarian regime, don't listen. That's the American way. Is it Thomas Jefferson? I believe he said the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Listen to that. The truer words have never been spoken. Now, we haven't had to do that domestically in a big way since the revolution. We've gone overseas and been in wars to maintain our freedoms and liberties. But is there going to come a time where domestically blood will need to be shed to preserve our way of life and preserve our republic? That's what Antifa wants. That's what BLM wants. So, the opposition might be coming for BLM and Antifa and the radical left. Anyways, there's a lot going to be happening this week. Hopefully we can make some progress on this election stuff. Like I said, if Trump's got some tricks up his sleeve, it's time to pull them out, because we're getting real close to this thing just going by the wayside and nothing happening. And that would be a real shame. That would be the end of our republic. This is a globalist takeover sponsored by the Democrats of the United States, pushed by the UN and China and the deep state, the Obamas, the Soros, the Clintons. They want you, they want your freedoms, they want to indoctrinate your kids. If nothing else, push back for your children and grandchildren. Y'all have a good day.